Right now, there are 361 people who believe they own the exact same ounce of silver. Today is January 16, 2026, and the music has officially stopped. We are watching the extraction of the paper market collide with the irreducible reality of the physical element. This isn't just a price move. It's a structural rejection of manipulated futures in favor of industrial truth. The distortion is resolving, and if you're looking at the screen price, you're looking at a lie. Let's look at the signal. The mainstream narrative says silver dips slightly today to $91.32. You're calling it a commodity pullback. But at the Planck scale, we look at reality. This is the first true decoupling in history. While paper contracts on the COMEX cling to leverage ratios of 361 to 1, physical silver in Asia is commanding premiums of 80% and higher. Why do you ask? Because on January 1st, China's export ban sealed the walls. Silver is no longer a Western financial play. It is a hard asset beyond their control. If the paper market fractures fully, $91 is the floor. We're looking at an asymmetric move to $300 plus as the gold-silver ratio collapses. Now let's talk about the industrial tariff. The media wants you to think this is just a supply chain issue. Wrong. This is a precision strike on a massive deficit. Since 2021, we've seen a silver deficit the way history has never seen. 59% of demand is industrial. The solar industry alone eats 232 million ounces a year. And here's the kicker. 72% of silver is a byproduct of mining other metals. You can't just turn on more supply because the price went up. Meanwhile, India and Russia are treating silver as a reserve asset. The dollar is becoming a variable that is losing ground to hard elements. At $135 an ounce, the solar industry hits a crisis point. Until then, we forecast $100 as the next stop. Finally, let's look at the central banks. The narrative says they're only buying gold. The reality is that the hegemony is shifting from fiat flows to physical base elements. COMEX inventories are down 70%. Silver has been added to the U.S. critical minerals list, where we are seeing a hybrid reset where gold and silver back new trade systems. It's simple math. 1.5 billion ounces of annual demand versus 1 billion ounces of supply. You don't need a degree in finance to see how this ends. So how are we positioned? On the constant terminal, our simulated trades remain high conviction. We enter silver long at $86. Current price is $91.73. We are still holding, and our target is $100 and beyond. The bottom line is this. The state is trying to seize the supply chains, the industrial demand, and the reserves all at once. In this environment, the only constant is decentralized code and the hard asset. Remember, the baseline is the truth, everything else is the distortion. If you found this useful, share it with someone who may need it.